nobody that's doing it for me, bro. Nobody that's doing it for me. I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga that nigga in the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. Y'all niggas think all that nigga. Bro, to me, nigga's crazy, nigga.
In 2016, the biggest rap hit was from DesiIgner called Panda.
Broads in Atlanta, just to lean the family, credit cards and the scammers.
He was predicted to have a huge future. He was a Grammy nominee for Best Rap Performance and was also in close collaboration with Kanye West. His ad-libs also went viral on the internet. However, after a short time, it's as if the artist disappeared from the public eye and is not gaining the streams that he was at the beginning of his career. Even in the community tab, you voted that he has fallen off. So let's figure out why this happened. To begin with, I suggest we remember his path to the top. The artist's real name is Sidney Royal Selby III. He was born in Brooklyn on May 3rd, 1997. According to him, he was always surrounded by music when he was young. As a child, he even sang in the church choir. According to the rapper, he was a bad kid and did stupid things on the streets of Brooklyn. However, at the age of 14, he changed his worldview after he received a gunshot wound to the thigh. The wound was not serious, so he realized that it was time to think about his life and change his attitude towards it.
Right here.
Wow.
There, right there, my hip. And it just was like, it was a little bit of blood.
After that, he decided to take up music. At the age of 15, his father gave him a rhyme dictionary, which the rapper learned by heart. He started his career under the name DesiIgner Royal, as Royal is his middle name. But later, DesiIgner's sister convinced him to drop the middle name and add an additional I to the name DesiIgner. He put out several songs such as Danny DeVito and On The Low together with rapper Fresher on SoundCloud.
So Danny DeVito, pockets on Danny, pockets on Danny, pockets on Danny DeVito. I get money, all I need is credit.
Before he presented his commercial debut single Panda, which became a hit and catapulted him into stardom. The story began not with the rapper, but with a young beatmaker named Menace. In 2014, he made a beat that DesiIgner's manager found completely by accident after hearing it in the background of some club. The manager asked, "Who made this? Who's the producer?" After a little digging, they found out that its author was an unknown beatmaker from Britain and were a little surprised. Without thinking twice, they contacted him and offered him $200 for the material. Just so you get the idea, it was the last $200 in DesiIgner's pocket. In short, the beatmaker agreed. Then it was up to DesiIgner. What inspired him was the game Grand Theft Auto 5. He rode a BMW X6 in black and white. The car's shape reminded him of a hunched bear. 2 days were enough for the rapper to finish Panda. The track became the rapper's first commercial single and was released on December 15th, 2015. The reaction of the public exceeded all of the artist's wildest expectations. At first, it was pretty slow, about 5,000 streams in the first couple of days, but just a week later it crossed the 200,000 mark, and the track began to be actively played on the radio. At the beginning of 2016, DesiIgner met Kanye West, who offered him the most profitable contract, even though as many as 11 labels were hunting for the artist.
He was just meeting, like, he had his baby carts and all that shit in the car. So we was like, all right, bet. We just met up at the airport. We jumped in the car. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, as soon as I see him, I'm like, yay, my nigga.
DesiIgner became the second youngest artist in history to top the chart. Next, he releases his debut album, New English, which not many people paid attention to, and there was quite a mixed reaction from the public. Many people buried his career after this release, believing that such hits as Panda were no longer worth waiting for from him. The reason is simple: the album was boring. It's like listening to the same track for almost the entire album. Although the last 3 tracks came out great, including the well-known Panda. So if you do this, then the album was pretty much a success. I visited several forums and many were concerned that the album did not cause any hype. Users wrote and shared their impressions about the rapper and that his album was not perceived properly. No one wanted to hear that shit. He was never on, he had Panda and half a hit with Timmy Turner. No one cares, we already have Future, we don't need a second one. He didn't have a real fan base, just people who jumped on the wave cause Panda was a hit. A week later, he participates in the XXL Cypher of 2016, and many people had this reaction to his performance. And the comments are just gold. DesiIgner's clearly telling us the Krabby Patty secret formula. DesiIgner part should have subtitles, can barely understand him. DesiIgner killed it when he said adlibs, so fucking amazing.
Like, our list is like a whole nother, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how aliens came through, you know what I'm saying? It was like when the aliens came through, it was.
But I think you understand perfectly well that DesiIgner's presence did not make XXL any stronger. However, he did show his talent in a solo freestyle.
Timmy Turner, he was wishing for a burner to kill everybody walking. You know that it's on the furnace.
This is Timmy Turner, which came out sometime later, and this is the second hit from the Brooklyn artist.
People wishing for a burner to kill everybody walking. You know that it's on the furnace.
Later, he participated in a large project called Champions, which was attended by such stars as Kanye West, Travis Scott, Gucci Mane, and others.
Champions, we run the city. Number one, they falling from the.
He wasn't very active in 2017, releasing a couple of tracks that garnered good streams, but I'll highlight Outlet. In 2017, there was more and more talk about DesiIgner being a one-hit wonder, to which he replied,
Yo, for real, man, for all them haters out there, man, I don't want to hear all this shit. DesiIgner fell off. DesiIgner never fell nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I fell into a mansion. I just born in LA. You know what I'm saying? And thank you all my fans. LOD album coming soon. Right? Motherfuckers think just because I ain't put out a million tracks that I fell off. Yo, bro, I make music, my nigga. I'm not somebody that's gonna be out here and trying to just get a hot spree. I'm here for my fans. I'm here forever. So I'm always gonna word. Like, that shit just be stupid. I don't be getting motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously you see only a couple records. I bought a fucking it's not, it's not even about what, it's not even about the money. It's not.
Well, in 2018, he releases an album called The Life of DesiIgner, but unfortunately we did not get any bangers.
Yeah, I spin a stack, get it right back, yeah. I got a pack, get the right pack, yeah. I got a track, get the right track, I got an arm and now, I got a tonk around, hey, they gon' bonker now. LA to New York, chop you with the spoon or the fork, yeah.
It starts getting interesting in 2019. You love conflicts, don't you? Another year passes, there are still no hits, and because of this it becomes clear that the label is becoming disappointed in its artist, and many started to wonder why Kanye wasn't promoting the rapper's music in any way. The rapper constantly announced his music, but it never seemed to come out. The first hints that DesiIgner wanted to leave the label appeared after a tweet where he said, "Been doing a lot by myself for a long time. When you got a team, everyone posts to ride out." He loses his patience and DesiIgner begins to talk smack to Kanye and his label.
Nobody that's doing this shit for me, bro. Nobody that's doing this shit for me. I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga that nigga's still in the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. Y'all niggas think all that nigga shit. But the me nigga, that nigga's crazy, nigga. And the me nigga, I've been doing all this shit by myself. To me, nigga, I brought good music back, nigga. And everybody know that, nigga. So what y'all talking about? I fell off, nigga. I only dropped 2 mixtapes, bro. 2, bro. Y'all people was mad ungrateful. Y'all ungrateful for the music I gave y'all. Y'all mad ungrateful, bro. Y'all niggas need to chill. Y'all niggas need to be, so put me on top, nigga. I did Diamond for y'all niggas 2 times, bro. People bought my records over 20 millions of times. So y'all niggas need to chill, bro. Timmy Turner, these niggas that just getting on, just pop.
This move attracts enough attention to DesiIgner to the point where he decided not to stop there.
I got it going crazy like DesiIgner, or got it going crazy like Kanye,
In September of 2019, he started complaining about the label again. "I want to shoot my video, but my label is taking too long. The fuck? "Free me from this label." He was not allowed to release music due to the fact that, according to the label, it was not good enough. And after a while, he leaves the label. Later, Kanye West shared a part of his earnings from the label with all the former and current members of the Good Music label, to which DesiIgner replied, "Thank you. Most likely there is no conflict between them anymore."
Weird with certain things like I hear between my team, like even with certain records I put up, I had certain criticism, like sometimes sound like Future or some shit, you know what I mean? And I just like, I ain't want to be around that shit, you know what I mean?
If you go to the rapper's page now, the numbers are depressing. Many projects collect few streams, a maximum of 2 million views on a clip in 2 years. And for an artist who was previously poppin', that's way too little. Let's listen to his latest work.
Choppers in his face, make his hood shake, and she a bad bro, but make it good face. Ready, if you with me, I'm ready. I'm scamming, still be hitting them scammers. I got the chopper, I feel like my tunnel. My niggas still killing niggas who come. Driving around the world for you. Take you shopping, design around the world for you. I fly you out on vacant girls like.
Are you into this kind of music? That's up to you to decide. He is living pretty well though. He has bought several apartments that he rents out. He gave his last concert in 2020 and no events are planned in the future. Are you still listening to DesiIgner? Let us know in the comments. I recommend you go check out the next video about Kendrick Lamar's Cold War against Drake. Thank you all for watching. See you later.